What's up guys, Jeremy here. Check out what I got. It's a case of, if you can see that, O'Donnell Speed Blend Nitro Fuel. That can only mean one thing. I ordered a Nitro kit, or RTR. Should be here in a few days, but that's for next week's episode. Today we're going to talk a little bit about bashing prep. What I do to get ready for bashing, things I bring, stuff like that. So if you enjoy this video, post a comment on down below. If I missed something, share it with the group there too. Be a great spot for it. Let's get started. The first steps when I get ready to go out and bash is getting my batteries charged up. So I'm setting up my charging station down here. See, I've got my Prodigy 620 Duo and my little Pro 20 power supply. And the batteries I'm bringing this time because I'm testing out these Turnigy 2 cells and these little Nanotechs, and then I've got an Eco Power. One little thing I like to do is as I'm charging them, once it's charged, I flip it over. Because a lot of times I get screwed up when I'm charging a ton of batteries. I'm like, crap, which one's charging, which one isn't? But I also have, you know, more batteries, some max amps and stuff that I bring out too, but I'm specifically going to be testing these out. So one of the first steps is charge your batteries, and don't forget the body pins. Okay, after you don't forget the body pins, the next most important thing I bring is a toolbox, what Brandon and I call the bash box. This has a lot of different things in it, but generally I've got a soldering iron with some solder inside of it in case I did a really crappy job soldering and I need to resolder. Generally got extra batteries in here. I've always got tons of different connectors, bullet connectors, just extra wires, things like that. I've got a whole nother thing of batteries here. I've got bags of Dean's connectors, things like that. Tire glue. I've got little bags of just whole box of pinions that I just, as I collect them, they always make it out in the field with me. Pinions and spurs in that box. And these are all shock accessories and servo accessories in case I need something when I'm out in the field. And you know, these boxes, actually, these are Savox servo boxes. They work great for just storing like your little stuff, and if you label it, and it makes more sense. This is obviously one Brandon packed because it's unlabeled and it's a bunch of random crap. I think this is all stuff he had in the Mini 8. But this is generally everything that makes it in the bash box. Then I usually end up putting some sodas and some food stuffs in here, because usually when we're bashing, it's frustrating because it takes a while to get set up, and then once you're out there, you don't really want to go in to eat something. I don't know about you guys, but for me, if I go in to eat something, it's like, especially in wintertime, more so in wintertime, it's extremely difficult to get your ass back out in the field and continue bashing. So we pack the bash box full. We don't forget the body pins. That's the theme of this message. We have our charged batteries. We move on to the next step. Oh yeah, and of course, once the batteries are charged, the chargers come with us. Can't believe I forgot that. Normally I'll bring at least 2 different chargers, but if I have to rely on one, it's usually a Duo that I can plug directly into my truck and get charging while I'm bashing. So I was just taking the final load upstairs, and I realized that dressing for success is also super important. Here it's winter time, but even in the spring and fall, I always bring an extra pair of socks. So in case I got to go in a puddle or go in a mud pile or something like that, get the RC out. Wet socks don't ruin the day. In the summer, it's not such a big deal. I'll just go barefoot. But bring extra socks, and if it's cold out, you know, bring warm gloves and wear an extra pair of socks. If you have hikers or waterproof boots, those are always really a plus. I finally got my first pair of hikers ever. I got them from Zappos because I wear like size 16 or 17, so I don't really get a lot of choices, but they actually had some there that weren't super expensive, so I'm going to test those out. But nothing ruins a shoot faster than getting cold or getting wet, and I think generally you can plan for that and avoid it for dressing. You know, that probably sounded like your moms, your wives, your girlfriends right now, but or your boyfriends for all those ladies watching. But you know, you can always take a layer off, but you can't put one on if you don't have it with you. So bring, you know, a hoodie or a jacket or something that if you get hot, you can take it off, but not, you know, be down to a t-shirt in 40 degrees or whatever. So dress for success. Oh yeah, don't forget the double A's. So I've got 5 different kits here. And I'm gonna basically connect a battery to each one, make sure that the receiver binds, then I'm gonna load them up in the truck along with the Lexans. I'll be heading out soon. Alright, so one of the last things I do right before I leave is I get one of these, little blank CD. Since bashing for RC Nightmare involves me driving around a lot, because my bash spots around my house really aren't that great, and I try to vary them, especially if I'm testing kits. I've got to burn a CD. Usually I burn one basically every time I go out. So today I'm going to be putting probably some Oberhofer, some Frightened Rabbits, go a little old school, pop punk with some No Use for a Name or Face to Face kind of stuff. And music's super important when I go bashing, so always got to burn a bash mix. This is probably mix number 600 or something. That goes right in the binder. Everything's packed up on the truck. I've got fully charged batteries, I got my battery charger, I've got my snacks, I've got my bash mix CD, got a little cash for snacks and lunch, a couple of juices to drink while I'm out. It's about everything I need to go bashing, so all the stuff for me to do is get out there to have some fun, to get some footage for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's supposed to snow or rain about 1 inch tonight, which should melt all of that, hopefully. So my truck's packed and ready to go as soon as I can do some bashing. As soon as I have any bit of mediocrely dry ground, I'm going to get out there. So I'm trying to keep you guys entertained in the meantime in the doldrums of winter. It's almost spring now, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If I left anything out, things that you do when you go bashing, make sure you post them up on down below. If you're new to the channel and you want to follow along, make sure you crush that subscribe button. And if you love the effort, crush that thumbs up button also right below the video. I really enjoy doing these videos for you guys, and I'm really glad that you like them. So keep having fun with RC. Talk to you real soon.